Okay, this is the last video for tonight on 2K16. I'm just gonna be playing on my career. I don't really like my park so much because like when you play my park, it doesn't like take your skills to it. Like your my career person is real good, and then you go to my park and it seems like all skills are just wiped. So I don't really get the concept of that. So I only play my career, but I rarely go to my park. If a friend wants to go on my park, then yeah, I guess I'll play with them.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. They have been a team on a mission this season. Best record in the NBA. We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
okay, I thought
Monday.
you said Monday.
Like
My
mundane
bad.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Okay.
Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Also, I know for sure my guy's gonna make the 3-point contest and everything, but I wanted to know if there was any tips or any advice to give on doing getting first place or something on that. Anybody can comment on that. I know 3-point shootouts are kind of tricky at times.
There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
The title of the video is Team Player right now, so I'm just going to be getting assists and rebounds and everything, instead of just going for my person to get all like 100 points on his own.
You know in the back of your head that you've been beaten twice already this season, and you don't want to take a third loss to the same team.
And really, Greg, that's all you need to say. I mean, no shortage of motivation tonight.
Oh wow, that was
This
bad.
one is personal.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Johnson, Thornton out there with Jennings. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Ilyasova in at the 4. Now here's James. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
I was trying to pass to somebody else.
Cleveland on defense. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here's Jennings. An 11-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
I don't really like that guy.
Right now.
At least on the games, I don't like him.
And that one misses.
2K15, he was on the team. I didn't like him. I was so happy when he got traded off the team. Team got way better now. I'm on a 2K15 game. It's undefeated. I can't remember the record, but so far they haven't lost when I play them. I'm hoping for this year, 2K16 on my game, they'll trade him off.
in the game against Toronto. Very impressive. That's good.
What great touch there on the fadeaway. Man, right in his face.
Passes it to Ilyasova. It falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Ilyasova's got his first basket of the night. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love.
I ain't want him to just stop right there and try to throw it in.
Can't take any mental breaks when it
I
comes
want him to try to
locking
draw a
down
foul or
defense.
something.
Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Clock at 4. Here's Mozgov. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's the screen. Jennings kicks to Ilyasova. Drummond a screen. Johnson for 3. No luck. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in
rebound.
Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk
Wow.
in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
Irving with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Shaw, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. And Detroit has possession. Trailing by 2. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
You could see it in that game. Despite the odds going against them, once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
And, Greg, sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT,
Held
and
that
the
too long.
momentum swings their way.
Now here's Jennings, following the miss by Freak, and stolen by Love. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Jennings. No scoring yet from him.
Too far.
Likely to change. Cleveland leading by 4. Irving kicks to Freak. Fires from deep. And he gets it to go. Shaw's got 7 points in the
Just
game.
want to make sure we got a lead
Wasted
first
no
before I
time
do anything.
settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Again, the Cavaliers score. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here's Jennings following the basket by Freak. No coverage that time. He has 7.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Freak, number 1. Kyrie Irving, 3rd.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, numbers at the point guard position. You're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
In addition to being unbelievably gifted shooters. I mean, these guys have some of the smoothest, sweetest strokes in the NBA, which means they have some of the best strokes in the world.
Here is Shaw. After the basket by Detroit.
Wait for somebody to try to get open
6 to
or
shoot.
something.
Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. From about 19 feet. Morris
Yeah,
with the
nobody
rebound.
was getting open.
You're
I
not
should have
gonna
just
see
took
that
it.
very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Was that
Now
in?
that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now here's Freak.
That was too
He
much.
shot 9. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Johnson kicks to Jackson. That one a little long.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Back to Shumpert.
Why doesn't he just shoot it?
Feeds it to Freak. There's
Like
the
this.
three. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Now here's Jackson. He's guarded by Shaw. Left side Boozer. Pulls it from the elbow, and he drops that one in. Boozer's got his first basket. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Right side Shumpert. Pass to Shaw. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Cleveland.
The D has gotten a little lax.
Nobody
Three-point shot at that end.
wants to get
3
open.
of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Morris with the bucket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Johnson. In the game against Orlando, very impressive. It's Jackson with the drive to the left side wing. It's Meeks outside.
It's nice
Got it
ball
off in time,
movement,
but
but
it's no good.
bad shot.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Cavaliers on top, up 7. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch them.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look so. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Ilyasova. Johnson comes in for Marcus Morris. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jennings in for Jackson. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Shaw. And it's Thompson in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors delivered quite a performance. He ended with 62 points, and he got there with his usual
I actually
way.
didn't even mean
Just
to
an
pass it to
impressive
him.
barrage
I was going to
of
give it to
threes.
Kyrie.
What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
And stolen by Freak.
Thank you, and
Irving with a
there
clear
you go.
path to the hoop. That's good. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Screen by Boozer. Here's Jennings. Detroit, no good that time either.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
The shot's good from Irving.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Dishes it to Thornton. Foul call that time on the way up.
Really?
2 chances at the free throw line here. The Pistons have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Biyombo comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Shumpert in there for Irving. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Brandon Jennings.
Somebody get open.
1:36 left to play in the first half.
Move out.
LeBron outside. They set the pick. That one off
Okay.
to the right, but drops in for him.